Hello viewer, I'll be unveiling the school results management app. I'll be going through the installation guide and the functionality and the usage of the app. Please do note that the information provided for the app is for demonstration purpose with this video guide. Okay, so let's go through the installation guide for the app. I've decided to use Zamaki as the name provided for the app. That's the name of the school provided. So I've decided to use Zamaki for this demonstrative video guide. So I'll be installing the app. Okay, so now before opening the app, let me just show you like I said, I'll be using Zamaki as the school name. It's just for demonstrative purpose for this tutorial guide for the app. Now, as you can notice from my file manager here, I'm using Explore as a file manager. You can see that there is no Zamaki folder within this from this list. So we only have to X, there's no Zamaki folder. So now let's go into install the app. Okay, so you can see this is the app. So I'll click on it now to launch the app. So you can see this is the installation guide instructions. File storage permission is needed. So I'll click on OK and grant the permission. Okay, and draw over app is also very necessary. If you are using Android 9.0, Android 10 above, you'll be required to give this permission for the app. So it displays this your drop down notification, then you click on this and permit this, then you click back. Okay, so it's also necessary for you to deactivate this useless notification. This is a placeholder notification, so you deactivate it. If you are also using Android 9.0, Android 10 above, so it is very, very important to deactivate this for the app. So I will now let me now show you the file storage, and let's see. So you can see now that the Zamaki folder has been created. So the app creates the necessary folders that will be needed for the creation of the result sheets. Now this app prepares school result sheets and also the summary sheet or the broadsheet for each class prepared, and all the result sheets will be prepared, and this folder will be where the printable sheets will be placed. Now this is the app folder. Like I said, Zamaki is the name I chose for the school. This is where the logo of the app will be placed, which will be linked to the sheets, then the passports of the students and the score files. You can see each of these folders are empty, so the app has only created the folders that have been there. You can see all these are folders. These folders, Zamaki, logo, passport, you can see they are all empty. So now let's go back to our app. Okay, so this is the app. So now let's launch it. Now it's opening. So the name of the school I used is Amaki Academy, and you can see this school results management app. So this will be the opening interface. So you can see the SS results, GSS results, primary result, nursery, and creche. So whatever class you would want to prepare, you have to just click on the buttons. And this button is for the guide. This gives the instruction on how to go on the usage of the app at each point, at each interface of the app. And this is for voice notification. It's presently active by default. Now I've deactivated the voice notification, so you won't hear any voice while I go through the app, but I would prefer for this demo to
voice notifications has been activated for your result creator.
I've decided to leave the voice notification to be active, and this is exit button. So now let's click on the guide. So you can see the guide. First time users of the app to press, so you are expected to click on the spanner icon at the top corner. So all these are part of the settings, very important for you to set up during the first time installation or usage of the app. Okay, so but let's try something. Let's try creating a result without doing this. And this app also has error correction and notification, so there is no room to bypass anything. You will always be informed to go back to do the needful. So without clicking on the settings, I'll just click on primary results.
Click on the spanner icon at the top right corner of your screen to do your settings.
So you can see the instruction, and that's the voice. Now let me deactivate the voice and still click on it again. So you see there's no voice notification, so that's what this does now.
Voice notifications has been activated for your result creator.
So now I can't click on any of the buttons without doing this.
Click on the spanner icon at the top right corner of your screen to do your settings.
Now I'll click on the spanner icon to do my settings. Now you can see you are required to set up the following, either to include student position or not in the result. Now some schools do choose to include position while others don't. So there is an optional settings for you to either show position or hide. And also if you are to include passport or not, there is an option here to include the passport. And how you wish to set up comment. There are 3 means of setting up comment in this app. You can manually choose to input comment on each student's result when filling, or you can choose to input comments by student position, which is programmable into the app. And you can also choose to input comments by students average. So let's click on proceed. Now you will see if you are to include position in result, I'll click on yes.
Position will reflect in students' results.
So this is the confirmation. And student passport, I'll click on yes.
Your Zamaki passport folder appears to be empty. You have to add the student's passport to the folder.
Okay, it says the folder is empty for passport since I have chosen to show passport, so it's logically reasonable for me to go and fill in the passport. So now for the comments, I will choose to input comment by position. Okay,
you have selected to input comments by student position.
Okay, you can also now you can see for the position between first to third. Okay, now I'm not editing this. Now between, okay, let me just Okay, I mistakenly clicked on the comment, so let me. Wonderful result, keep it up. Now you can actually edit each of the comments, so you can see wonderful result, keep it up. Now if I don't like any of the comments as that has been programmed into the app, I can actually edit or modify, just like the way I've edited this. Now between 4th position and 6th position, this is the comment that will be placed within the sheet, and likewise this position, and from the 10th position to the last position, this will be the comment. So if I wish to change any of them, all I have to do is just tap on it, and I'll be given the option to modify. Can you see that you have selected to edit the comment for position 4, 5, 6? So I can clear this and put in the comments I want to reflect on the results. Should the students be either 4th or 5th or 6th position? So that's it. Now I'll be cancelling this. So let me click on OK. So I'll click on OK to save the.
Your comments has been saved successfully.
Okay. Now for the pics and passport, so I can exit the app to go and fix in the passport into the folder, so that the passport can reflect. Okay, now for the folder, let's go to the folder. You see that the passport folder is empty. Now for your school, you can, if you've decided to include passports for the result, so you can just put in all the student passports in this folder. Now for the demonstration purpose, I already have some passports. Okay, passports here, which I'll be moving into the folder. Okay, these are the passports I'll be moving, so let me just copy them into the folder. So they are all in this passport folder. So you can actually name each of the passports based on the name of the student, so that when fixing in the passport, you can actually identify, or you can name it numerically based on the numerical position or number of the students as you will be inputting it in the results. Okay, so for this demonstration guide, I'll be using numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll be preparing 5 results for this demonstration guide. And for this course, to save time, I'll also be inputting scores, but that will be later on. Let's still go through the app for you to prepare the score sheet. So yes, opening the app. Now this app can be modified specifically to your tastes and for your school. Every detail and information here can be changed, can be modified. So if you're interested, want to use this app for your school results preparation or management, so it is readily available. This is just a demonstration video. Now let's proceed with creating of the results. Let's prepare for primary. Okay, so you can see every information here has been unset, which is yet to be filled. So these are the buttons why these are to show the information, and here gives the address of the school which the app has been set for. Like I said, I'm using Zamaki as a demonstration for this video guide. Now for the session, I'll be using 2021-2022, which has been set up there. So I'll click on OK, and you can see it is already reflecting here. Now for the term, I'll be using third term. Now term ends, I'll be selecting 2nd of May, so I'll click on OK. So you see there it's reflecting already, and next time begins, let me use June 2nd also, so you can see it's already reflecting. Now for the class, this primary class, so 1A, so let me just leave it at the 1A, primary 1A, so you can see primary 1A. Now for the number of students, the minimum number of students you can create with the app is 2, while for this demonstration purpose I would be creating a result for 5 students. Now the number of students you include here will also show the total number of students in class, so I'll be clicking on OK. And for the borders fee, like I said, every information here can be modified for your school. So if you don't want any of these, it could be removed, and if there are other things you want included, it can be modified to your taste. So for the school, I am shortcutting the video for borders fee is shown, so I'll be using 111,600. Okay, now for the day fee, I'll be using 65,500. Okay, so you can see 65,500. Now number of times school opened, the default value is 124, so I would leave the default value. Now form master's name, now this name will not reflect on the student results, but rather to reflect on the broadsheet or the summary sheet for the school. So I'll be clicking on it here, so you can see it here. Input the name for the form master, e.g. this is just an example. So you can see the note, this name will only reflect in the school primary 1A summary sheet file that will be created by the app. So I'll clear the unset value and use Mr. Let's say Mr. Paul Ananias. Okay, Mr. Paul Ananias. So you can see it's already reflecting. Now I can now click on proceed. Now like I said, this is a guide for every stage of the app. You can, if you are lost, you can always click here to see how to go on with it. So you can see the instruction here. Click the name buttons as requested, field as instructed by the text dialog. So you can see this is just an instruction on how to go about this page. Now I can click on proceed, like just as I have filled every information. Now when you click on proceed, if there is any information you are leaving behind, then it would give you a notification about it. Okay, let me just click on proceed. Now you can see notification on score files. Your subject score files for your 5 students has been created into this folder. Now the instruction is you can choose to continue with the app to fill in the score directly into the app, or you can exit to go and type in all the student scores. So I will click on exit so that it won't take much time, I would let's see the score files. Now you can see score files has been created, 5 students, so you can see, and they are all empty. So you can see this is just the format on how to go about it. Like I was filling for primary school, and for the school I've chosen, they're offering 15 subjects for the primary school. You can see the app has given me a format to fill. This is first test, second test, third test, and the exam. It's separated with the dots, no space between the numbers. So you can see each line represents this subject. Now what I've decided to do is to save time for this demonstration purpose. I would be using the score sheets I've already prepared. Okay, already have primary score sheet for 5 students which have been filled. So you can see they've been filled. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing here. So I'll be deleting the one the app has created and replacing them with this. Now for your class, what you can do is this. It's much easier to fill this than typing in the scores into the app. So all you have to do is just clear this till this point and fill in the values. Now for this school, the maximum marks for the test are 10, while for the exams are 70. So let's say for this first line, which is basic science and tech, let's say for the first test the student got 8, then I'll separate with the second test he got 9, then third test he got 10, and let's say for the exam he got 68. So this will be the way to be filled, and you can see how easy it is to fill this 8, 6 and 7.54. So you can see this is how you fill up all the scores for each of these subjects. So I won't be doing this since I've already prepared the score sheet here, which I'll be replacing with this one. So I'll be deleting all these, then I'll be replacing them with this, which I've already prepared, copying them to the folder. So they're already there now. Now for student 1, you can see these are the scores for student 1. Now student 2 also, these are the scores. Now I can close this and go back to the app to launch the app so that we can proceed with the preparation of the results. Okay, so now another thing, since I've started filling in for primary class, if mistakenly I click on another class section, you will see the app will notify me. For instance, let me try clicking on GSS results. So you can see the notification. You were previously trying to create results for primary 1A. So you can see you've clicked it. So if by mistake you've done that, then the app notifies you, and if it is consciously you still want to proceed, you will click on continue, then to clear your previous information and prepare a new format for you to fill. But now I'll be cancelling this so that I can proceed with my.
Click on the primary 1A results button to continue with your previous primary 1A results.
So that's the voice notification. Now you can see all my information still remains intact. Now I can click on proceed since I've been able to fill in the score sheets. Now I will now be providing all the necessary information for the student. So you can see detail for student 1. Now my student 1 will be Esther Phillips. Esther Phillips will be my student 1. Then student ID, since the school is Jamaki, so the ID should be ZA, and this is student 1. So let me use ZA1. Let me copy this so that it will be much easier for me to fill for the other student. Time student was present, total time was 124, so let me use 100. Then I will close the keyboard so that I'll be able to fill the others. Now Esther Phillips is female, so I'll just tick female. Then for the sake of this demonstration video, I'll be filling in A so that we can match and easily identify from the result if there are mistakes in filling the psychomotor skill. So the first student I selected all A, so I'll click on continue. But now let me show you something. If for instance I didn't fill anyone, then I click on next.
You have to select at least one value for verbal fluency.
So the app will instruct me to, at least if I've forgotten, he said at least one value for verbal fluency. What if I select more than a value for any of the details? Can you see that?
You should only select one value for games.
You should only select one value for games. So there is no way you can make mistake with this app. Everything is detailed and you will actually be corrected. So now let's proceed since we've done the needful. So you can see this is, now you can see here now is giving me the list of the students I filled. Student 1 is Esther Phillips, so student 1's name has been documented here as Esther Phillips. Now like I said, the first student I'll be selecting all A. The same information and command applies here. I can't select more than a value and I can't omit a value before going to the next phase of the result preparation. Now I'm supposed to fix in passport since I have selected to show passport for the result. Now if in my settings I had selected not to show passport, then I won't be seeing this button here. Now for instance, let's try and go to next.
You have to fix a passport for the student.
So it is asking me to fix a passport for the student, so I'll click on fix passport, and since this is student 1, you can see the name of the student. Click on the passport for Esther Phillips from the list. So that will be student 1, so I'll be selecting this. So it has linked the passport with the student. Now I can click on next. Okay, now these are the cognitive domain, the scores. Now since I have filled in the scores in the score sheet, so I don't need to be typing them here individually, but you can actually choose, but it's a little bit stressful, and that's why it's much easier and faster to have typed the scores outside in a TXT file that the app has created. It's much faster, but let me show you how to go about this. You can see the first test, second test, third test. So you click on the first test here and you can see that it's empty, right? So let me click on cancel. If you have filled that, then you click on it again and click on the second test, and that's how you'll be filling until you are done. So you can see it's a little bit stressful as compared to so you can see the name of the student. Input second test for Esther Phillips on basic science and tech. So the student's name is given with the subject you'll be filling for, and the test, this is second test. So everything is informative and documented. So let me cancel this and upload. You can see next subject here. There is next subject because there are 15 subjects and here is just 9. So I can click on my next subject. But you can see that the button is not responding. Why? Because I have not filled in this course here. So now let me now upload this course. Now that's student 1, which is Esther Phillips. So I'll be selecting student 1's course. So you can see all this course has been uploaded. Can you see that? Now let's confirm basic science first test. So you can see it's now showing 8. Can you see that now? Now second test, let's confirm the second test also. So you can see it's showing 5. That's a confirmation that all the scores has been uploaded. Now I can now click on next subject and it will actually show the next subject. You can see 10, 11, 12 till 15. Now I can still go back to the previous subject by clicking this, or I can proceed. You can see here it's showing the remaining number of students. Now this is student 1, so automatically it remains 4 students. So at every stage you'll be seeing how far you have gone, and here shows the number of students and the names you have filled. Here shows the remaining number of students you are yet to fill. Now let's check the previous, so you can see, and I can still go to next subject. So now let's proceed with the results. So this is student 2 information to be filled. So you can see it's already showing student 2. Now if for any reason I want to exit the app, I could. Okay, now I'm exiting the app. Okay, and I could, perhaps I want to continue the results filling some other time. I could, all my information will be saved into the app. Now let's try and verify this. Okay, so you can see primary 1 result in progress. So you can see the notification. It's documented that I was initially filling in for this class. Now I could choose yes to continue filling in for the class, or I could choose no to cancel and start with a different class, but I'll click on yes to continue with my
You have chosen to continue with your previous results preparation. Your information has been saved.
So you can see my information has been saved. Now since I've chosen to continue with my primary results, if for instance I click on GSS results,
Sorry, you can't click this button because you have chosen to continue with your primary 1A results.
can you see that? So I can't click to continue with them because I have decided to continue with my primary results. Now I will now proceed with it. My information still remains intact. Now I'll click on proceed, and you can see that I was about filling in for student 2 before I exited the app. So you can see, and this is my information for student 1. Everything is intact. So for student 2 will be John James. Student ID will be this. Now I can now put 2 there. Now for the attendance, this is student 2, so let me put 112. Now close the keyboard. It's important to close the keyboard after this so that you can be able to fill it. John James is male. Now since this is student 2, I'll select be all true for the psychomotor skills. Now click on next. I'll also select be all true for this. Now you can see here also it has added the student 2, which is John James, into this list. Okay, so now I'll fix a passport for this is John James, which is student 2, so I'll select this, and the fix has been fixed. Now I can click on next. You can see details for John James. Now I can quickly upload. You can see remaining 3 students because this is student 2. So let me quickly upload the score for. You can see that this student 1 score has been changed and replaced with the name of the student. So likewise, when I fix in this student 2 also, you see we only have 2, 3, 4, 5 now, and only this. Now watch later on, you see this will be replaced with the name of the student and the scores remaining intact. So this is student 2. So student 2 scores has been fixed. Now I can go to next subject and next student. So this is student 3. You can see tap here to fill in student 3. My student 3 will be Timothy Ananias. And student ID. So this is student 3. Let me put 3 here. Times or present 113. So I'll close the keyboard. Timothy Ananias is male. So since this is student 3, I'll be filling in C all through. So next, I see student 3 will be changed to Timothy Ananias and it will be added to this list. So you can check this list, you see. So let me just quickly fill in this. Now fixing the passport for student 3. Then click next. Then I'll upload the scores for. You can see Esther Phillips, John James. Can you see that? So it remains 3, 4, and 5. So I'll fill in for student 3. This is Timothy Ananias. Then next subject. Then next student. You can see detail for student 4. My student 4 will be Peter Nathaniel. Then the ID, saying this is student 4. So I'll put 4 here. Number of time, let me say 118. Okay. Then male. Then student 4, so I'll select D all through, just so we can easily verify if it's correctly filled in. Then fix in the passport for the student 4. Then I'll click on next. Then upload scores for the student 4. Then next, next student. Then the last student is student 5. Maybe ID for the student is student 5, so that should be 5. Then this 118 says no. Okay, let me use 119. Okay, so male also. Then for this I'll select AB. Okay, so next. This AB is for student 5, so we can easily identify this from the result sheet. Student 5. Okay, so next You can see this is the final student details, next subject final. So you can see, let's upload scores. So you can see all of them have been filled with name except for the which is student 5. So you can see here is already indicating that it's final. So now you can see it's saying prepare result, not next student, because this is the last student. So when I click on this, it will start preparing the result. In no time the result will be ready. So now let me click on prepare results. So you can see it's loading.
All your 5 students' result sheets has been created.
So the results has been created. You can see it's primary 1A, and this is the summary sheet. And this is prepare new result. If I want to prepare new result, I can click on this, and this is the guide for this. You can see the printable file will be in this folder, just like where this one to be zipped. All you have to do is send it to the system and unzip it to the desktop. Then from there you can print the result. So let's see you can see here shows the summary and aggregate total and average of each of the 5 students. So Peter Nathaniel has an aggregate score of 1115, an average of this, and the position is 3rd. So let's see the summary sheet. This is the instruction. Click on OK. And to view this, you should use Opera browser on your phone. Okay, when you send it to the system, you should use Google Chrome. Opera browser is the most appropriate browser on phone that can display this, because it's in a web page form coded in HTML. So if you view with other browser, this will not be aligned vertically. And when you check the summary from the app, you won't see the school logo showing, but when you check it outside the app, it reflects actually. So well, that's the way. So you can see the summary for the 5 students results. So you can actually zoom. You can see for all the subjects the totals. You can see the position and the grades. And you see this is first position, which is 8.87. This is reasonable for this to be first. This is second, and the like. So this is the summary sheet. You can see the information provided, the name of the teacher, the session and the class, the name of the school. So that's that. Now we can go back to the app and click here to prepare new result. Now let's exit to check the files for the results. Okay, let's check the files. Here you can see the print. So you can see this is what you would send to the system. You can see it in zip folder. So this is what you will send to the system and unzip it. When you unzip it, you will leave the whole files in this folder. Then from there you can now open and print anyone. You can just press Ctrl P on your system to now print. You are not expected to remove the files from this folder. If not, the images would be disoriented and it won't be linked in the sheets. So that's very, very important. Now for the results, these are the scores which has been renamed to the name of the students, so that in case you still want to refill, it's much easier to now prepare a result again, in case you notice there was a mistake in any of the scores you have filled in for. So you can see it's rearranged the scores appropriately and renames them to the name of the students. Okay, so now this is the summary sheet. Now we can now open outside the app and view it. You will see that you can see that the logo of the school is now showing. Okay, so this is it, and you can print this out. Okay, now for the others, so you can see Esther Phillips. Okay, so this is the result sheet, so you can see the logo of the school, and you can see the passport of the student. This is a demo passport just for demonstration purpose. So you can see the number of distinctions, 13, so which is indicated here. Everything has been summarized here. Okay, so on your own you can just do the calculation. You can see this is student 1, which is Esther Phillips. Student 1, you can see it's all showing A. I mean, this is okay. Yes, the affective disposition. So these are the grades. Okay, the grades are based on the keys to grading. B is 60 to 69, and if you check here, this is 63. So it's logical for it to show B here. You can see. So everything is perfect for this app. So you can see this format is modifiable, and it can be changed. If in case you don't like this format for your school, you can always modify. Every information here can be changed to your taste to suit your school. So you can see the name of the school that was used and the address and every information there. So you can see the average. Can you see the comments? Wonderful result, keep it up, because this is the second position. We chose to comment on the result based on position, and this was the comment for first to third position. So you can see everything is accurately filled. Okay, so that is for that. And John James, which is the second student, you notice all this is B. Can you see that? B. Likewise, the third student, which is Timothy Ananias, here should be C all through, CCC, and here also CCC. Then also Peter Nathaniel is the fourth student. Okay, you can see DDD all through here, DDD all through. Why Tunde Adenuga here should be showing AB. Can you see that? AB. Can you see that? So every information is accurately filled. There are no mistakes with this app, and human errors are avoided or can be avoided with the use of this app. So if you like this app and you wish to get it for your school, it's readily available. This is a demo version. You can contact me, the developer, and we'll modify it for your school. It's very cheap and affordable. So that's it. Now when you reopen the app again, you can create as many results as possible. At least you can create up to 100 student results at a go. It can calculate results for at least 100 students at a go, at a time. Okay, and of course you can't have up to 100 students in a class. So, but I extended the capacity of the app to that extent. So you can click on prepare new results here to prepare new results. You can see the notification. It will notify if you have not sent the file for printing, so that you can send the files for printing before clicking on new result. If not, if you click on proceed, it will wipe the previous files created, and so that the folder will be fresh for new result. So you can see now I can now prepare new result. Let me click on GSS results.
Your old result sheets has been cleared.
Can you see that my old result sheet has been cleared? Now I can now fill in for the new class which I want to fill. Now let me try clicking on proceed to see.
Please ensure to set the term for the result.
It's asking me to set a term for the result, so you can't leave any field unfilled before proceeding. To always notify you to go back and fill in. So that's it about the results management app. So let me exit the app now. Like I said, the information provided for the filling of this app is just for demonstrative or demonstration purpose. The app can be modified to your tastes, specifically for your school. Okay, so if you are interested, you can contact me, the developer, to modify it for your school.